Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Guyana. Good morning to all the persons who are going to be tuned into our social media platforms as we continue to bring you our live interview series with business owners in and around Guyana. I know that today is Labor Day, so happy holiday to everyone out there. I know usually we'll be in the streets marching, but I don't think that's happening this year due to COVID-19. But nevertheless, we're using the time to continue to reach out to business owners in Guyana. And this morning, I have the privilege of speaking with Ms. Carolyn Caeasar-Murray, who is the general manager of Harmony Inn, Secret Villa, and Canaan Villa. So, Carolyn, pleasant good morning. How are you doing today?
Hi, Kiana. Good morning to you and the Action Coach team. Good morning.
Excellent. You sound in high spirits. Um, So, Carolyn, can you tell us, especially for those persons who are now tuning in, who've never heard of Harmony Inc. or any one of the villas, can you tell us about the business?
Yes, Kiana. We do apartment rentals for local and overseas persons. We are in Georgetown. We are at Land of Canaan. We are at Parfait. We offer fully furnished, air-conditioned apartments, hot and cold water, all the amenities that would keep you comfortable at the most affordable prices.
Excellent, excellent. So, I just want to make sure that we get it very, very clear. You only rent to overseas, or do you do local as well?
No, Kian, actually, most of my customers are local persons, residing in and out of Georgetown, coming to town to do business, etc. And I depend more on them now that the airport is actually closed due to this pandemic.
Okay. No, it sounds really interesting. You have four locations, if I counted correctly, trusting that my nursery school teacher did a great job. So, four locations to serve your clients. Now, as you mentioned, airports are closed. We are experiencing, as a country, as a nation, something that is unprecedented. We've never had anything of this nature before that has created such a disruption in social and economic activities. So, Carolyn, first of all, I would love to know how has this pandemic affected your business apart from what you just mentioned? And what are some of the solutions you would have implemented in dealing with this?
Yes, definitely it has affected us because there's been a reduction in our clientele, in our customers. Definitely we've been affected like everyone else. In terms of suppliers, the suppliers for certain things, we are affected like that because other non-essential businesses are closed. But we are trying our best to weather the storm to serve our customers. First and foremost, our customer safety is paramount to us.
Yeah.
So we have improved on how we sanitize, different systems we have put in place to ensure that customers are safe. Other measures in place are for our staff. Of course, our workforce have to be healthy even now
Yes.
and even after this pandemic. So we have put the things in place how hygienic the staff,
Yeah. So
how they
definitely,
work.
yeah,
They work
hygiene
differently. We
practices.
have put different measures in place. Yes.
Okay. No, that is really, really good to hear because you are listed as one of the essential businesses. You are allowed to remain open, and
Fortunately.
yeah, fortunately, but you do provide that comfort where persons who are traveling, especially from far areas to do business in Georgetown, they can actually have a place to rest.
Yes, Keon, and that is what been happening lately in this period. My customers from out of town who still need to come to Georgetown to get essential services done because of the banking hours reduced and things like that. Those are the customers we mainly serving, overnight guests here.
Okay. Sounds really fantastic. So those persons who are tuned in on our social media platforms, please remember you can help us out. Thank you for your support by liking, loving the video, and even sharing the video, especially with persons who may be traveling in and around your area. Could be your family members, could even be you that would need to have a place to stay overnight. Harmony Inn is the place that you'd want to reach out to. So, Carolyn, in this, as we continue to deal with this pandemic, from your perspective, what advice or suggestion would you give to your fellow Guyanese as individuals and or fellow business owners?
Well, to my fellow Guyanese, first of all, we need to continue to stay in, stay home, take all necessary precautions to keep ourselves safe and our families safe during this period, because our safety is the first priority. So, my
Yeah,
fellow Guyanese, please let's try to stay in. I know it's difficult. The curfew has extended, but nevertheless, let's show this resilience that I know the Guyanese people have. And to fellow business owners, this is definitely a tough one. Many of us didn't see it coming.
yeah,
I I empathize with many of you guys, but staying in now is very important. We will You still get to come out and business would still return to normal, but just try to see how best you weather the storm right now. Use this time also for you can use it for training depending on the nature of your business. I'm doing a lot of reading now so that I can put systems in place, check your systems, check your team. Things like that would really enhance you further when quarantine is over and we're all back to normalcy.
yeah. Well, you mentioned the word normalcy. I just like to put it out there. We are going to experience what we call a new normal. As we continue to be innovative in how we do business going forward. Some business models would have already changed, some will continue to evolve as time progresses. But the whole idea is working to see how best you can continue to serve your clientele so you can survive through this crisis, so you can thrive afterwards. Because there is the notion that this will soon be over, in that it's not going to last forever. So we're still going to have to serve our clients even after this. So it's all about how do you be prepared for the inflow of the demand when it actually comes. So, Caroline, finally, I know that you mentioned that you have 4 locations. So, can you just give us just a bit more information on their location, a bit more specific, and maybe how they can be contacted depending on the person who's traveling? One location may be more suitable than the other.
Oh, okay. For persons who are coming to Georgetown in the city, we have 2 branches in the city. That would be in Festival City, and their number is 218 1400. Apartments from as low as $7,000 per night, fully furnished also. We have
Okay.
our second branch right in Stevedore Housing Scheme, where I'm talking to you live from. For
Okay.
persons in Puerto Rico who might just be doing business on the West Coast, there's a branch at Perfect Harmony for you. And those closer to the airport are coming from Linden. I'm at Land of Canaan on the East Bank. The number is 2665243. And all our information are also on our Facebook page.
Yeah, looks really, really fantastic. Something, well, this probably was a past Valentine's Day special.
Yeah,
So, all right. So, thank you very much, Carolyn, for speaking with us today. It was an absolute pleasure having you on this program. Looking forward to hearing great things about Harmony Inn. And before I even go, I have a special mention to make that Harmony Inn is one of the featured businesses in our Who's Who in Guyana business directory. This is our 2020 edition. Companies who are looking to continue to grow. So they're on page 109, if I remember correctly. I'll have to check
yes.
my page 109. Yeah, so making sure that I'm not getting too old. So, guys, if you want to read more about Harmony Inc., you can grab your hard copy of the Who's Who in Guyana business directory, or you can visit us online at www.who'swho, that's WHOSWHO.gy, to grab your copy of the Who's Who. It's in a digital format, so you can go through the directory, you can look for Harmony Inc. so that you can make those calls. So book your room today. So, Carlin, thank you very much and do have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Keon. Thank you for having me. Pleasure.